And broadcast of the high school B, C, and D basketball tournament games on MPBN are made possible in part by grants from Machias Savings Bank, the total service bank of Sunrise County. R.H. Foster Incorporated, with locations in Machias, Hamden, Lisbon, and Caribou, mobile distributors throughout Maine. McDonald's Restaurants, Casco Northern Bank, and N.H. Bragg & Sons, distributors of automotive parts, industrial and welding supplies with 6 Bragg's parts stores around the state.
It's tournament basketball. Live from the Augusta Civic Center, it's the girls' Class C state final between the Schenck Wolverines and the Erskine Academy Eagles. Now let's join Keith McKean, Lisa Richards, and Bill McManus.
Good evening, everybody. The Augusta Civic Center becomes the showcase for some outstanding female athletes in Class C this evening as we watch Eastern Maine champion Schenck go against Western Maine champ Erskine, the Erskine Eagles. And again, Lisa, as we saw this afternoon, perhaps a contrast in styles here this evening. Definitely. Erskine has pretty much said they want to slow the ball game down. They don't want Stephanie Carter out on any breaks, and they want to play a control-type ball game where they can control the boards. And I think that's going to be a key for them to keep her off the boards. And Bill McManus is along the sideline with Coach Levasseur. Bill?
Keith, thank you very much. Steve, you said you're a little nervous here. What are you going to do to win the game tonight?
I think we've got to control the boards and hopefully put enough pressure on them defensively.
What do you think they're going to do offensively?
I think they've got to go to the boards and beat us on the boards. They've got 2 girls that do most of the scoring for them. If they can't get it going for them, I think they've got to beat us on the offensive boards.
Steve, do you look for an up-tempo game or a slowdown?
We're going to try to up-tempo it, and I imagine they're going to try to slow it down a little bit.
Coach, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Keith.
Bill, Coach Levasseur's team came into the Eastern Maine tournament seeded #1. They won their quarterfinal match over PCHS 48-42. They won their semi over Penobscot Valley 53-51. And in the final, it was Schenck 70 and Central Aroostook 64. And now with the Erskine Academy coach, Coach Pete Macklin. Here again is Bill McManus.
Thank you, Kid. Pete, for our people in Eastern Maine that haven't been able to see your ball club, what are we going to look for offensively?
Offensively, we're going to go to our big girl, Tina Bonston. And when she gets the ball inside, she's a big threat to score. Other than that, we have Bobby Jo Cunningham, who runs our offense. But if she can score 15, 20 points tonight, it'll take a lot of pressure off Tina.
Defensively, Pete, what do we look for?
We're going to come out with full court pressure, so we haven't done all tournament, and hopefully get their guards come the fourth quarter to be tired and go back to a 2-3 zone to protect Tina Bonston on fouls.
Looks like it's going to be an up-tempo game. Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Bill.
Yeah. Keith.
Okay, Bill, and we do look for an outstanding contest between Schenck and Erskine Academy. Coach Macklin's team got here by virtue of a win over Trape in the quarterfinal, 62-50. Erskine came into the Western Maine tourney, rated #5. They defeated Georges Valley in the semifinal, 49-46. Georges Valley came in #1, so they knocked off the #1 seed in the semifinal and went on to a real thriller in the final against Erskine Academy. A double overtime game in the Western Maine final. Against Winthrop. Erskine 50 and #2 Winthrop 44. Double overtime game. And so, Lisa, the Schenck Wolverines, who don't graduate a person, they've got everybody back again next year. They won the state championship last year. They're here again in the final. And next year they return their entire team. And they're going against a really solid Erskine Academy squad here. And we're going to have the introductions coming right up.
Basketball fans, and welcome to the Augusta Civic Center for tonight's girls' Class C state championship game between Eastern Maine champs Schenck High School in the dark uniform, the Western Maine champ Erskine Academy in the light uniform. Our officials for tonight's game, Mike Paquette and Mike Webb. Scorer, Lee Campbell. On the timer, Bob McGuire. On the foul clock, Bucky Sproul. Trainers, Bud Fulton and Harlan Robinson. Introducing first the reserves for Schenck. Number 13, Lala Crosby. Number 15, Wendy Hopkins. Number 25, Mary Beth Curio. Number 31, Cynthia Davo. Number 35, Christine Bigney. Number 41, Rita Floyd. Number 45, Julie Provenzo. For Erskine, number 10, Lisa Vigu. Number 12, Valerie Sedano. Number 13, Lisa Haskell. Number 14, Andrea Jones. Number 15, Master Adams. Number 20, Mary Adams. Number 21, Dean Ann Willoughby. Number 30, Andrea Raven. And number 32, Tara Adams. Introducing your starting lineup. At forward, at number 43, 5'9" sophomore, Julie Willard. Forward, number 23, 5'8" senior, Jennifer Holmes. At forward, number 21, 5'3" junior, Don Mankowski. At forward, number 25, 5'8" sophomore, Nikki Boynton. At center, number 33, 5'10" junior, Stephanie Carter. At center, number 31, 6'1" sophomore, Tina Bunsen. At guard, number 23, 5'4" junior, Laurie Spearin. At guard, number 22, 5'7" senior, Becky Hapgood. At guard, number 11, 5'5" junior, Stephanie Fisk. And at guard, number 24, 5'4" senior, Bobby Joe Cunningham. Coach for Schenck, Steve Levasseur. The coach for Erskine Academy, Pete Matthews.
Okay, the officials for tonight's game, Mike Parquette, from Wiscasset, and Mike Webb from Handon.
Please rise for our national anthem to be sung by Mark Kelly of Schenck High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, we're set to go. And Lisa, again, this does become a showcase for a couple of the most outstanding girls basketball players in Class C in the state. And keep an eye on Tina Bonsant of Erskine Academy, number 31, averaging 23 points per game and 15 rebounds. And of course, Stephanie Carter, who had 46 points and set a record in the Eastern Maine final, plus a number of outstanding ball players.
Keith, it sounds like these teams match up quite a bit the same. Again, it's Carter and Bonson. The other matchup would be Cunningham and Mankowski on the outside.
Bonson and Carter will jump center. Bonson has the edge in height at 6'1". Stephanie Carter at 5'10". The top is controlled by Mankowski, and she gives it back to Fisk, Stephanie Fisk. And we're underway. State C's state final here at the Augusta Civic Center. Fisk, Mankowski in the corner to Willard. Back to Mankowski, and they come back out to Fisk. Top of the circle. State final just underway. Shot by Willard. Rolls off, and the rebound comes down to Erskine Academy, Jennifer Holmes.
Both coaches thought that boards were going to be a key in this one, and obviously in that Eastern Maine tournament, we saw how many points Stephanie Carter had off offensive rebounds, and apparently Bonson scores much the same way. Boards will be a key if they foul on Stephanie Carter early.
A quick foul on Stephanie Carter as Bonson turns and starts to go to the basket. Stephanie Carter picking up her first foul with only 40 seconds gone in the ballgame.
They work the ball into Bonson. Goes up for the shot. Not much of a foul there. But goes on the line for two.
Bonson tied a record with 84 points in the Western Maine tourney, and she got 28 points in the final. Again, she averages 23 points on the season and also averages 15 rebounds. So a real force to be reckoned with for the 17-4 Erskine Academy Eagles in the white uniforms with the blue trim. And a stream of paper comes flying out on the floor from an excited group of fans here this evening. A good crowd on hand representing Erskine Academy and Schenck High School. Rebound comes down to Mankowski, and she's tied up immediately by Bobby Jo Cunningham. Cunningham, another high scorer for Erskine. She had 14 points in the Western Maine final. At game one again in double overtime against Winthrop, 50-42. Okay, Erskine with it. Cunningham, Bobby Jo Cunningham, top of the circle, looking inside, comes to Hapgood, looking into Bonson. Now over to Boynton, almost loses the handle, looks inside for a shot that's up and off by Osgood. Over to Cunningham.
We're going to see that full court pressure now that Erskine was talking about. Turnover off of it.
Plays off. And Becky Hapgood puts it up and in. And puts Erskine ahead. 3-0. Now Schenck breaks the press. Mankowski coming down on the right side. And gives it back to Fisk, holding the ball high. 6:45 to go in the first period. Spearin looks up at the basket. Back to Fisk, to Mankowski. Looks inside, gives it to Willard. And she comes back out to Mankowski for the long ball. She hit a number of those in the Eastern Maine tourney, and you can't leave her open because sooner or later she'll begin to put them through. And now back the other way with Erskine Academy. Cunningham gets it into Bonson.
Nice feed that time by Cunningham, and Bonson in great position for that shot. Just laid it up.
Now in backcourt, Fisk working. Gets it up to Connor. Connor loses the handle, tips it high, trying to get it back. Mankowski, she loops it up and in. Another Spearin that time for Schenck. Lori Spearin puts it through. And it's 5-2, an Erskine Academy lead. The Eagles have it. Hapgood. Setting it up.
Schenck going man-to-man.
Boynton.
Carter on Bonson underneath.
Into Bonson. Turns, puts it up off the glass. No good. Coming down to Schenck. Spearin clears it away to Fisk. And Fisk comes back down court for the Wolverines. Mankowski back to Fisk, top of the circle, over on the left side to Spearin, who looks at the basket. Working it around, trying to get it probably inside to Carter. I'm sure they're going to go to work on Carter this evening to try to keep her from putting in another 46 points. And the rebound comes down to Erskine. This is Cunningham out front, goes in the lane, dishes it off for the shot that's up and off. That's home. They go back up and in. 7-2, a 5-point lead. A lot of pressure coming from the Erskine Eagles. Mankowski takes it down along the baseline. She stops. She's open from there. They left her open, and she popped it in.
Both teams seem ready to play in this one.
They really backed away from Mankowski that time and gave her the shot, the open shot. Hapgood in the lane, missing everything. Bonson puts it back up. Rebound tipped high. Fisk. Now it's almost taken back by Bonson. But Fisk maintains control and brings the ball down court for the Wolverines to Mankowski. Looking inside. Back to Fisk. Into Carter. Spins around. Puts it up. So Stephanie Carter coming through with her first points of the ball game and brings her team to within 1 with 4:12 to go. Driving in the lane. Up and in Cunningham. So the shooting is good so far. Great shooting from two great teams. Class C state final. This may be a good one. Mankowski with it. Racing hard again toward the baseline. Stops to Carter. Bounces. Goes between two defenders. Puts up a jump shot. And picks up the foul.
That's quite the matchup there. Bonson on Carter. Bonson called for her first foul. We see Carter receive the ball. Take that dribble. Going up strong. And Bonson tried to block the shot. But followed through onto her arm. Rita Floyd coming off the bench for Schenck now replaced Julie Willard. Rita Floyd saw a lot of action in that Eastern Maine tournament.
Sort of the super sub. She'll come in off the bench to do a real good job. In fact, she had 8 points in the Eastern Maine final. Rita Floyd, number 41, is a 5'7" sophomore.
Andrea Raven checks in for Erskine Academy.
Raven, number 30, is a 5'10" sophomore. Each team has one foul. Carter puts it up. And it's 9-8. Erskine by a point.
Now we see Schenck pressing in the backcourt.
Cunningham goes over on the right side, starts to go down, loops it into Bonson. They'll do that every time. Up and off. The rebound is up and off that time by Raven. They're getting some taller players in there. Raven to go along with Bonson. Raven is also 5'10", so they've got some big people in there trying to contain Stephanie Carter, I'm sure.
They've got the height advantage for sure, Keith. And one thing that you're going to have to see is that Stephanie Carter is going to have a tough time getting those boards that she had in the Eastern Maine final.
So they do have trouble getting it in that time. They wanted to go into Carter.
Raven's going to pick up her foul as they try to loop it to Carter, but you can see they're collapsing on her. Each time she gets the ball, she's got 3 defenders on her. And there's Floyd. Basket goes. Rita Floyd, she's the sophomore coming off the bench. She did a great job for them in the Eastern Maine tournament, and she starts out contributing quickly.
Chance for 3 points right here as Floyd puts her team up by a point and goes on the line. Another substitution. Jennifer Holmes coming back into the line. Up, and Andrea Raven going to the bench. So Raven wasn't in long, about a minute.
She picked up 2 fouls.
Jennifer Holmes, number 23, back in. Now the sophomore puts it up. Floyd. And the rebound comes away to the Erskine Eagles in the person of Bobby Joe Cunningham on the dribble, driving into the lane, stops and tries to fire a pass over to Bonstad. And the ball is lost astray, out of bounds. Schenck will play it in, and again, Erskine doing a lot of pressing. That's something that was effective for them, according to the coach, late in the Western Maine final against the Winthrop. Now Spearin goes down. She's open.
Nice hesitation move by Spearin that time. Bonson wanted to go for the block. Spearin pulled up, and Bonson went by. As she did, she went up for the easy 2.
So Spearin shakes off a defender that time and puts it up left-handed. And it's Schenck 12. It was Schenck 12, Erskine 9. It's now 12-11. And we're in a real tight ball game. Fisk breaks the press and gets it to Mankowski. Right now, Schenck being able to break the press. This is Carter in traffic, puts it up and in.
With a shot that time, we saw Bonson hold the position, didn't move much to defend it, and Stephanie Carter weaved her way around.
So we may see Erskine try something different if Schenck continues to break that press that easily. They're getting it up there pretty easily right now. Cunningham up and off. Rebound Floyd. And Floyd clears the ball, hands back to Fisk. 14-11, 2:12 left to go in the first period. This is Fisk working the ball for the Wolverines. Spearin looking inside. Set it up, go over to Mankowski. She's looking in toward Carter, cutting across the lane, but now Spearin puts up the line. They're getting the good perimeter shooting. take the pressure off Stephanie Carter with the good perimeter shooting. And they go up 16-11.
We had a break in the action. Some unthinking fans throwing things on the floor. Don't realize somebody can get hurt that way.
Or maybe they do realize it, but they don't care. Becky Hapgood hands off to Bobby Joe Cunningham. 1:43 to go in the first period. Hapgood with it, looking inside to Bonson. Spins and puts it up. Nice attempt. Misses, however. Cunningham back to the hole with it. Rebound Connor. And she clears it to Fisk. 1:25 to go in the first period of the state final, Class C. Connor goes to the lane, fakes, puts it up and rolls off. Rebound coming down to Erskine, and a foul being called on Mankowski.
Mankowski getting called for the push, going for the ball. See Carter take the shot, rebound comes off, tipped, and Mankowski comes in, reaching in there.
Holmes getting the handle on it, and Mankowski fouling Holmes. And now it comes in backcourt to Hapgood. Some good ball handlers on both teams here. Looks like pretty evenly matched teams at this point. Inside it goes to Bonson. She spins again in the lane, puts up that right-hander that misses, and the rebound goes straight up in the air by Boynton, and now Schenck comes away with it. Fisk races down the other way. Spearin is open, but thinks better of it. Gives it back to Fisk. Mankowski is open over there. Off the rim, the rebound down to Erskine. Okay, Hapgood comes back with it. They have 45 seconds to work with now. Boynton to Hapgood. The side of the lane, goes in the lane, puts up the jump shot that rolls off. The rebound is up by Bonson.
That's going to be by Boynton that time.
Boynton on the right side, picking it up. Boynton. 16-13, 25 seconds. Mankowski. They're going to give up that long pop and collapse on Stephanie Carter.
Well,
they're leaving Mankowski and Spearin open pretty much.
They can do that until they start hitting, and once they start hitting, they're going to have to come out on them.
Boynton, 8 seconds on the clock. Shot is up to good by Bonson. That's why she's the team leader. 16-15 as gun goes off. Schenck with a 1-point lead, and we'll be back in a moment.
The television drama from the golden age of TV.
There was never anything like it before. And there's never been anything like it since. Nor will be again.
To the classic westerns, to the cops and robbers shows of today.
And if you're looking for trouble, son, congratulations, you just found it.
Join host Edwin Newman for a look at drama, next time on television.
Monday evening at 9 on MPBN.
You're watching high school basketball tournament action on the stations of the Maine Public Broadcasting Network, a service of the University of Maine system.
Okay, back at the Augusta Civic Center where a good one is underway. Lisa, we expected to see contrasting styles this evening, and so far they've looked quite similar.
They certainly have. It's been up-tempo all the way in this first quarter. A lot of pressing, a lot of racing down the floor. Two very evenly matched teams thus far, Keith.
Erskine is known as a deliberate ball team that likes to control the tempo. They thought they'd be more deliberate than normal against Schenck. However, they used man-to-man late in the Western Maine final to some degree of success, so they went back to it early. We'll see what develops. Floyd puts it up to Schenck. Schenck has a 3-point lead now, 18-15. Erskine right back with it in the form of Bobby Joe Cunningham. Top of the key is over on the right side. But Boynton they look into Bonson. They loop it into Bonson. She turns around, puts it up and in. Boy, she's going to be tough to stop.
She really uses her size well. Creates a lot of space on the inside, gives herself room to work with.
So the Eagles are back to within 1 point. Mankowski to Carter. Back out to Mankowski, leaving her open. Daring going to put it up, but she does.
Spearin picking up the foul in the press. One thing you have to be careful with when you do press full court is picking up that backcourt foul.
Mankowski had some pretty big games in the Eastern Maine tournament because they collapsing on Carter and leaving her open, and she was popping them through, and she's beginning to do it here tonight, so they may have to come out and watch her a little more closely. Hapgood with it for Erskine in backcourt, coming across the midcourt stripe. Becky Hapgood. Inside of Tina Bonset. Double teamed back to Hapgood. Backing up there and picking up Bonset. Now Cunningham. Hapgood into Bonset. And I think he's traveling.
She tried to go with a hook shot that time. Moved the pivot foot. Called for the travel.
So it's 2017 with 6:49 to go in the first half. A 3-point lead for the Wolverines. They have the ball. Stephanie Fisk, 5'5" junior. Carter in the lane.
3 quick passes that time and found the seam. Hit Carter on the inside.
22-17, 6:31. Nicole Boynton goes to the side of the key. Hands off the foul line to Hapgood. Passes to Bonson. She puts it up and off. And missed a couple. Now intended for Spearin, lost out of bounds. Nice defensive move that time. Deflected away by Cunningham. But Schenck will put the ball in play. And putting it bounding and playing it in will be Rita Floyd. And she gets it into Fisk. Over to Mankowski. Back to Fisk. Into Connor. Spins and puts it up again.
Twice in a row. Exact same play.
Just work it around and fire it right through the defense. And Connor spins and puts it in. 24-17. Schenck, biggest lead of the game so far. 7-point lead. And now Erskine wants to talk it over.
I think they're going to try to shut that pass off to the inside. They were able in the first quarter to collapse a little bit more on Stephanie Carter, but now you see that once Mankowski hit that shot, the wings are coming out a little bit on the top of the zone, and that seam is open on the inside for the easy basket for Stephanie Carter.
Schenck had a bit of trouble early in the game breaking that press too, but they haven't had much trouble later getting the ball down the court. I mean, they began to break that press, and then it wasn't effective anymore after that. And as you say, Mankowski was able to get free on the sides because they were collapsing on Carter, and they've realized they can't do that anymore with either Spearin or Mankowski.
That's right. Spearin was able to hit one on the other side.
5:57 to go.
You know, we talk about how Schenck has everybody coming back. I think the player that we've seen improve the most in this tournament has got to be Rita Floyd. She's playing with a lot more confidence and getting a lot more playing time.
Floyd will be starting for a lot of Class C basketball teams. And she's only a sophomore. Inside of Bonson, puts it high. Bonson gets the rebound, taken away by Carter. Quickly down to Spearin. Fast break. Spearin drives in, puts up and in. And he fouls.
Stephanie Carter that time creating the play on the other end. She had a blocked shot. Quick outlet pass to Spearin. Spearin comes down, drives. Cunningham tries to cut her off. As she does, Spearin stays with it. You see the contact. Basket goes, and she's on the line for one.
So the basket is counting. 26-17. Schenck with a 9-point lead. Now with a 10-point lead. 27-17. And Schenck will bring some pressure in backcourt as Cunningham will put the ball in play. Finds Hapgood, guarded closely by Mankowski. Races by her into forecourt on the dribble. Looking for somebody. Almost loses it to Cunningham. Lost out of bounds, but touched by Spearin. So Erskine will maintain control with 5:46 to go in the first half. Hapgood looking in, coming in the corner, intended for Cunningham. She gets it, goes in the lane, puts up a jump shot. Good. So Bobby Joe Cunningham, who had 14 points in the Western Maine final against Winthrop, comes through for the Erskine Academy Eagles. Mankowski. They try the other side now. They're going to whip it around and try to get it in. Maybe. No, Spearin takes the shot. Puts it through. So they're getting what they need from their perimeter shooters to take some of the pressure off from Carter. A 10-point lead now for Schenck. 29-19. Hapgood up and off. Rebound coming down. One. Get a shot away.
3 seconds.
Lane violation.
She came down with the shot. Should have gone right back up with it. But again, that Schenck defense was there. She hesitated, and by doing that, picked up a 3-second call.
So what started off as a real close, evenly matched contest has seen Schenck pull away now to a 10-point lead as you look at Coach Steve Lavasser on the sideline.
Andrea Raven has checked back in for Erskine Academy.
Bring
a little bit more height.
Bring some height back into the lineup at 5'10", a 5'10 sophomore to combine with Bonsan. Bonsan, too, by the way, is only in fact, she's been a leading scorer. She's only a sophomore. Tipped high, picked up by Floyd, goes right back to the basket. Carter goes up off the top.
Very scared to think that Floyd and Carter are going to be on those boards again. And there's another turnover.
So suddenly the Wolverines move away to a 33-19 lead with 4:21 to go in the first half. Cunningham would like to get something moving, penetrates, puts it up and off, rebound, coming down to Schenck. That's Floyd again.
That's going to be Jennifer Holmes picking up the foul in the rebounding action. Again, look at Floyd here. Good strong rebound. She comes out. She's pushed by by Holmes.
Looked like Holmes lost her footing herself and kind of fell into her that time. But in any case, Floyd will be on the line. The super sub. Who, does about all you could ask for a sixth player. Fisk picks it up after the ball rolls loose. And Mankowski looks inside, tries to get it to Floyd, deflected away, picked up by Spearin. Good hustle. Taken down this time by and a foul being called.
Spearin that time got a little over anxious. Ball was taken away from her. She went to get it back and see the foul. Spearin goes up for the shot. Raven's going to control the ball. And as she does, Spearin reaches back in and picks up the foul. Coming across, got ball and arm.
Back to live action here with Spearin and Fisk. Connor, cross-court pass to Spearin, can't get free. Jump shot is up by Floyd. Rebound comes down to Erskine. Raven almost loses the ball, almost has it stripped away, but she gets it back to Cunningham, and they steady the ball, bring it down court, set it up.
I think that the up-tempo first quarter may have had its effect on Erskine. As you see, Schenck's out running, and they're Erskine having a difficult time keeping up with them.
Floyd takes it all the way in, but misses the basket. Now Erskine comes back with it with 3:18. 33-19, Schenck in the lead. Now spinning in the lane again is Bonstand. Tina Bonstand puts it up and off, and the rebound is put back at the inbound point. A Raven that time underneath. Raven came in a while ago, as we mentioned, and she gets the rebound, puts it right back up and in. But Schenck with a 12-point lead, 33-21, and we got a timeout.
That's a timeout is called by Schenck, Keith. As we're talking about that very fast tempo in the first quarter, looks like it may have had an effect on the Eagles. They look a little bit tired out there, a little flat right now, Keith, and we see a lot of turnovers happening basically because of the fatigue factor, I think.
And it appears that that up-tempo game in the long run will favor Schenck. Schenck, I guess you would have to say, has to be called a favorite in this game. Not to take anything away from Erskine, but Schenck was the state champion last year. They got most of their people back, and they will have everybody back again next year. Erskine has a lot of young people, a lot of outstanding ball players. Tina Bonstand is only a sophomore at 6'1", and what a force she already is, and what a force she's going to be in the next few years. She tied the record for 84 points in the Western Maine tourney, averaging something like 28 points per game. Okay, Schenck with it. 2:55 to go. Into Connor, loses the ball, thrown away, and a foul is picked up.
Hapgood came away with that steal, and Fisk trying to cut her off. He's called for the blocking foul. And we are in the bonus, so Hapgood will go to the line.
So
they may have come out with a box and one type defense on that last. It looked like Raven was playing on on Carter. We'll have to check that next time down.
So Hapgood pokes and misses, and Fisk has the rebound, looking down court to Spearin, but the defense is back there quickly, and the Wolverines will be forced to set it up. Spearin with it, looking inside to Floyd, back to Spearin. Long shot by Spearin is missing and picked off by Erskine, and a foul is called.
Called on Mankowski from behind. We're going to walk the floor again for the 1-on-1.
Holmes will be going to the line. Jennifer Holmes, a 5'8" senior.
Again, inside position. Holmes had the inside position, and Mankowski reached in, picked up her second foul.
Both teams in the 1 and 1 with 2:35 to go in the first half. Rebound comes down to Carter, and she'll clear it away, and still pressure coming full court by Erskine. And steps are taken by Fisk, so a turnover. And the Eagles will get it back and play the ball inbounds from under their own basket. Holmes will put it in play to Raven. Hapgood takes, she has the screen, takes the shot. Now it's a 10-point ball game again. Still pressure coming from Erskine. The Eagles press. Long pass down to Spearin, coming down, bounces
Nice
under
pass.
the Minkowski, fakes, puts it up and in.
Excellent play that time. We see Raven down in the middle of the floor right now. She may have twisted an ankle. There was a collision at midcourt. And Coach Peter Macklin coming on.
So
That last play, we may have a replay on that. That was an excellent play by Minkowski. She's able to see the medics out on the floor right now. Coming down, pass goes over to Spearin. Spearin looks, nice bounce pass, and we're going to see the little up fake blocked out a little bit by the referee, but a nice up fake.
In the middle of your screen, you can see Raven going down. She wasn't, I don't think she was around any other players. She must have twisted her ankle or something coming across midcourt, or maybe she stepped on something. But
as the ball was coming in, Keith, there was a little bit of a collision. Carter went down as well. Maybe they ran into each other.
Schenck goes up by 12 with that basket.
You can see it right there. It is right on your screen. It was Carter and Raven colliding with each other. So maybe we can see what happened if we run it backwards. See who went down first. It's tough to see who went down first. It looks like Carter tripped over something, and as she was laying there, Raven went right over the top, and it looks like it may have been the knee. But she's up now and on the bench.
In any case, a long pass down court to Hapgood. Fast break, and she misses, but gets her own rebound and goes back to the basket. Rolls off again, rebound tipped high, and coming away with it was Fisk of Schenck. Long pass down court again, Floyd with a fast break. So we go back the other way, and she lays it in.
Certainly is playing with confidence, Keith.
So quickly now, Schenck has jumped out to a 14-point lead with 1:40 to go in the first half. Inside to Bonsack. Think about turning, she does, but loses the ball away, partially deflected by Carter. And Fisk has it for the Wolverines. 1:25 to go in the first half. Minkowski starts toward the baseline, comes back out to Fisk over on the left to Spearin, into Carter, holding the ball high. Now they come back out the top of the key. 160, Minkowski picks it up.
Everybody's getting into the action. It's a great team effort by Schenck today. They knew that they couldn't come out with just 1 or 2 players, and everybody's playing the game now.
She went on some real scoring, shooting streaks in the Eastern Maine tournament. Right now, she looks like she has one going here tonight. 56 seconds left to go. Bonsack looks inside. Doesn't get a clear shot at the basket. Now it's tied up underneath, and the arrow is pointing toward the Erskine basket.
Julie Willard checking back in for Schenck.
Cynthia DeVoe comes in the lineup now for Schenck. Number 31, 5'4" freshman. DeVoe sees a lot of action off the bench. Half good. Cunningham shot. Rolls around and off. And a foul underneath.
That's going to be on Jennifer Holmes, I believe, crashing the boards, coming over the top. You see the rebound, and Holmes coming in from behind. And over the back of Willard, I believe, is going to go on the line. No, Fisk will go on.
So the Wolverines getting the kind of balance they need to help out Carter in the middle. They're getting the perimeter shooting, and they have extended the lead now to 39 to 23 with 44 seconds in the first half. Fisk's shot misses, and Bonsack goes high for the rebound. Hands it back to Cunningham, and the Eagles come back with it. 35 seconds. Cunningham's shot is off. Rebound to Schenck. Floyd, the 5'7" sophomore, going high for the rebound, so playing a real good inside game for Schenck. This is Carter to Fisk. 18 seconds. In the corner, Willard.
Carter almost
puts
got
it
that
up
one
and
to
off.
go. Holmes came out on her. Carter normally doesn't shoot from that far out. It almost went for her. She's going to end up on the line. And checking in for Erskine Academy is Marsha Adams. Jennifer Holmes goes out. That's her third foul. With 14 seconds left to go, you hate to see somebody pick up their third foul with that much time left in the half.
Jennifer Holmes, a key player for Erskine Academy, and Marsha Adams, number 15, who is in the lineup, is a 5'6" senior. As Stephanie Carter pokes it through and extends the lead to 17 now for Schenck. So what started out like a real tight ball game has seen Schenck slowly pull away to a pretty commanding 41-23 lead at halftime with 10 seconds to go. Let's see what the Eagles can do here before the half ends. Inside, Cunningham puts it up and off. Bonstein puts it up and doesn't get the roll. Carter comes away with the rebound. So after one half, it's Schenck 41 and Erskine 23. And Lisa, what started out like a really close ball game, it was really good for the first few minutes. Schenck has begun to do things their way and has slowly pulled away to a really commanding lead at this point.
They've outrun him, Keith. I think that's the biggest key. Erskine Academy looks tired. They're not moving well on offense right now. And Schenck has been able, with subs like Rita Floyd coming in off the bench, they've been able to control the boards, which they thought would be a key. So with the score 41-23, Schenck on top at halftime. We'll be back in a moment.
Production and broadcast of the high school B, C, and D basketball tournament games on MPBN are made possible in part by grants from Mr. Paperback, with 17 stores in Maine. Union Trust Company, now beginning a second century of banking on the coast of Maine. Bangor Tire Company, a locally owned company servicing Maine people for over 60 years. Grant's Dairy, processing milk produced by Central, Eastern, and Northern Maine dairy farmers since 1902. And Husson College, Maine's College of Business and Professional Studies.
Okay, the Schenck High Wolverines, who are seeking to repeat as state champions for the second year in a row, are holding on to a pretty commanding lead at this point, 41-23 at halftime. Schenck won the Eastern Maine final last year against Foxcroft Academy, 47-46, and then defeated Livermore Falls for the state final, 57-46. And they return a group of players, still a young bunch of players, with no seniors on the team. It started out looking like we were going to be in a real contest. They were matching up too well, but maybe Erskine has made a mistake trying to run with Schenck that early in the ball game.
I think so. They had talked early before the game started about wanting to control the tempo and play that control offense, slow things down. In fact, they said they wanted to deliberately slow it down much more than normal, but they got caught up in Skenk's game, and they were able to stay with him for a quarter. But that second quarter, really, Schenck just pulled away from him. Keith outran him, and the scoring from outside, I think, was a key too. They didn't rely solely on Stephanie Carter in that second quarter. Spearin got involved, Floyd, Mankowski from the outside, and that was the difference.
Okay, a boys contest to follow this one, a state final game between Fort Fairfield and Old Orchard Beach. We'll follow this C girls final, state final, as you look at lots of fans, young fans, old fans, now the cheerleaders from Erskine Academy with the Erskine Academy Eagle on the floor, the mascot. We've seen 4 state championships decided in the last, since last night at the Bangor Auditorium last night. The Holton girls defeated Rumford 46-40. It was Cape Elizabeth, the West team, defeating Ellsworth 70-54. And this afternoon here at the Augusta Civic Center, Washburn won the state D championship over Valley of Bingham 51-43. And the Machias boys defeated Buckfield 78-60 to give the Machias boys the state championship. So 3 Eastern teams and 1 Western team have capitalized and taken home gold balls thus far. And here at halftime, 41 to 23. In a game this afternoon at halftime, Al Carr, one of the well-known officials in Western Maine, mentioned a lot of differences. At least he said the size of the kids is different. They're bigger than they used to be. He said the officiating has changed and things are occurring now that wouldn't have happened many years ago, and they're allowing a more physical game.
Well, I think
one of the
things he was talking about was that the kids are a lot stronger now than they used to be, and I think that's just because you've got more experienced coaching now. They know things about weight training, and a lot of the schools are going with weight training programs, and they're really working on their conditioning. We're going to go now to Bill McManus at courtside.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. You can see I have enjoyment here. I've got all these nice-looking young ladies here, rather than having Bob Leahy or Joe Gould or yourself or Keith. What I wanted to ask the girls, I'm going to ask them to identify themselves because sometimes mom and dads don't see them at home. Then we're going to a couple of questions to ask them what like it this week. So can you give me what your names are, please?
Melissa Gagne. Michelle Thornton. Michelle Mitchell. Charlotte Powers. Carrie Ingalls. Karen Cowan. Cheryl Climate. Laurie McLaughlin. Lori Lufkin. Tricia Hale.
Tricia, what did you do at school this week that made it differently because you're coming here to play a state championship? What did you do at school that was different that you normally don't do? What did you do to fire up the girls to come here to the game?
We had pep rallies. We just got psyched up, and we had a pep rally after we won Eastern Maine. That really got us psyched up, and we made tons of posters, and I don't know, I thought we really did.
When you do your work, how long does it take to do your dance routine? These questions too difficult for you guys? When you do your routine out there, how long does it take you to practice to do that dance routine?
Well, we only did it for like a couple of weeks, and then we've just kept the whole thing, so it's been easy.
What does the mascot do to help you girls when you're doing your cheerleading? I interviewed her at Eastern Maine. What does she do at the school?
Well, she just kind of gets the team all psyched up, and she just is there to help us along with everything.
Do you girls enjoy doing cheerleading, and if so, why?
Yes, because we like to see everybody having a good time.
That was an easy question. Ladies, one last question. Who's going to win the game? Who's we? Lisa, Keith, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. We're going to take a look at the first half statistics for Erskine Academy. They were led, as we thought, by Tina Bonson. She had 9 points, only 2 in the second quarter, and there's a big difference right there, Keith. Becky Hapgood had 4, Bobby Jo Cunningham had 4, Nicole Boynton also had 4, and Andrea Raven, coming off the bench, had 2 for their total of 23 first half points. On the other side, for Schenck, a very balanced scoring attack. Stephanie Carter had 14 points, followed by Lori Spearin with 11. I think this is probably Spearin's biggest offensive attack so far that we've seen in the tournament. Dawn Mankowski had 10, and Rita Floyd, coming off the bench, had 6 for their total of 41 points. Looking at the shooting statistics, Keith, Schenck was 18 for 31 from the floor, an outstanding 58% from the floor. Erskine Academy 11 for 33 for 33%. From the line, Schenck was 4 for 7, 57%. Erskine Academy 1 for 4, 25%. And we saw in that second period where the turnovers really mounted up for Erskine Academy. They had 7, and Schenck in that first half had 3. So again, it was the second quarter was the turning point, Keith. I just think that Erskine found themselves getting tired in that period, and we saw a lot of turnovers and a lot of missed shots because of that fatigue.
You know, the fact is they seem to still be getting it into Bonstad, okay, but she's not as free as she was earlier in the game. I mean, early in the game, she was really free and was able to work around in there, put it off the glass and get some of those layups, but she's still getting the ball inside, but she's missing her shots as well.
I think in the first quarter she was a step quicker.
Yes.
You know, as you become tired, your quickness goes, you start making more traveling,
well, they
type things.
They did get into that running game with Schenck, and that may be a telling factor. Bonstad herself was doing a lot of running, and you know, they have played a controlled, deliberate style of basketball, and she's probably hasn't been used to running up and down the court like that, as well as playing a hard game inside at both ends of the court.
I think you're right, and then they came back, Schenck came in with fresh players who really helped them out on the boards. Rita Floyd especially. He comes in a nice, fresh young ball player that's as you said, he's playing with a lot of self-confidence. We've seen her grow in this tournament.
Some of the best high school basketball players in Class C showing off their stuff here at the Augusta Civic Center this evening, and we'll be back in a moment.
I'm Marty Stauffer. These graceful creatures of the sea are slow and awkward on land. Yet land is where they return each year during the season of the seals. Land is where they're born and where they come to mate. Learn more about these appealing animals of our Pacific shore on Wild America.
Thursday evening at 8:30.
Okay, the next halftime event here at the Civic Center is to, I guess, give away some sportsmanship banners. I know they've been brought in across the way this afternoon. Some were given out. You saw a real good basketball game this afternoon as well. In the D final, Washington won that 151-43. And now we go over the scorers table for a sportsmanship banner award.
Each tournament year, the Maine Secondary School Principals Association presents to the schools in both Eastern and Western Maine a sportsmanship award to those schools who have exemplified outstanding sportsmanship in the regional tournaments. Tonight, we have the awards for Western Maine Class B and C girls. The Eastern Maine Awards have been presented or will be presented at the Bangor Auditorium. The Class C Girls Sportsmanship banner is awarded this year to Winthrop High School. Winthrop High School is represented by their girls basketball coach, Mr. Ray Conbury, and his two captains, Susie Ruff and Stacy Burnham. Congratulations to Winthrop. This award is made so that the Principals Association may recognize schools for outstanding sportsmanship of their teams, their coaches, their fans, their student body, and all those members of the community. The Class B winner in Western Maine is Marshwood High School. The Marshwood girls basketball team is represented here tonight by the girls basketball coach Mike Lewis, his captains Allison Gagne and Gina O'Nallis. Congratulations, Marshwood.
Okay, so in the West, the sportsmanship banners were won by Marshwood in B, Winthrop in C, and Greater Portland Christian in D. And in Eastern Maine, the banners were won by MCI in B. These are girls' banners. MCI in B, Central Aroostook in C, and Greenville in D. Fans are up and chanting on both sides of the court, and we're set to go for the second half of this state final in Class C. The Schenck Wolverines will put the ball in play. Willard brings it into Fisk, guarded by Raven. Fisk has it for Schenck. Second half just underway. Into Cotter, spins and puts it off the rim. Rebound coming down to Cunningham, and Schenck backs away. And Cunningham will bring it down court, set something up. Not good, looking inside. There's a shot, moves closer, puts it up and off the rim. To Willard, she smacks into Raven, a foul being called on Raven.
I believe that's going to be number 3 on Raven, as she picked up 2 early in that first quarter when she came in.
Willett spun around trying, and Raven was right there trying to make the steal and just smack right into her. And so 1 foul in the second half. Now storming back the other way. Raven makes up for that and gets it back to Cunningham. Cunningham goes over on the left side, gets it half good, dribbles around, takes it toward the corner, brings it back out to Boynton, top of the circle. Half good, gets it inside, spin around jumper by Bonson, and taken down by Connor. So Connor comes down court with it, dribbling left-handed, takes it all the way in, now hands it off in the corner to Spearin. It's deflected out of bounds, that time by Cunningham. Boynton will throw it in along the baseline.
Yes, little misunderstanding there. The officials talked it over, and it goes to Schenck.
Mankowski will bring it in. Mankowski gets it back from the corner, puts it up and in. Well, his shooting eye has really been something in this tournament, or in the Eastern Maine tournament, and again here in the state final. 44-23 now. Schenck with a 21-point lead early in the second half. Inside, a Bonsan spins around, puts it up, and doesn't get the roll. And Connor gets the rebound. So again, as you said, Bonsan may be a little bit tired in there from all that action in the first half. Connor, Mankowski puts it up and in. And boy, she's got the hot hands this evening. 46-23. Back the other way, Nicole Boynton, guarded by Fisk, starts to go toward the corner, gets it to Bonsan, spin around jumper is in.
She got it to fall for her. Getting a little frustrated the last couple times down when she was unable to score.
A very talented sophomore, Bonsan, 6'1" sophomore. Had a pile of points, tied a tourney record in the Western Maine tournament this year with 84 total points in the Western Maine tourney for Erskine Academy. 46-25. This is Connor outside with it. And she gives it to Willard on the right side. Bounce pass comes to Mankowski. In underneath. Fisk can't get the shot away. Partially passes, partially deflected.
She saw Raven that time as she thought about going up and then kicked it back outside.
Back outside and set it up. Mankowski looped it in to Connor. He took it off the glass.
One thing she does real well, she doesn't take a whole lot of time in releasing that shot. She gets it right off the pass and goes up, and there's a steal by Mankowski. And there's Carter again off the board.
Right back up. She doesn't bring the ball down and dribble it. She keeps it right up there.
Coach Peter Macklin wants a timeout quickly as he sees his team now down by 25. Schenck has now doubled Erskine Academy's score.
So Erskine getting in a pretty deep hole here early in the second half. Again, Connor, when she gets that rebound, doesn't waste any time. She keeps the ball, keeps her arms extended and goes right back to the basket without bringing the ball down around her waist or coming down or dribbling or anything. She's got it high, keeps it high, and squares, goes right up and squares to the basket and puts it right back up and gets the roll. A lot of her shots roll around, but she gets, with the shooter's touch, she gets the basket.
Yes, she does. She's very quick inside, and we talked about offensive boards, and that's what we saw on that last play. Nobody blocked her out, which they were able to do in that first quarter, but now as things are getting a little more ragged, she's finding herself open for those offensive rebounds, and you cannot let her have the ball inside the paint because she's going to score.
You look at Peter Macklin of Erskine, the Erskine Eagles. His assistant coach is Roland St. Pierre. Steve Lavasser at the other end for Schenck is assisted by Scott Lowell. The Wolverines put the ball in play. Connor puts it in underneath. Mankowski.
Everything's going their way. That pass was deflected, and it ended up right underneath the basket for an easy 2.
5:04 to go in the third period. Cunningham goes in the lane, tries to penetrate, and draws the foul.
Spearin picks up that foul.
The Bonsan's going to have to get some help from, going to have to get some perimeter shooting going or something, because Bonsan has pretty much tried to shoulder the load throughout the ball game. And now a substitution coming in for Schenck.
Cynthia DeVoe checking in.
DeVoe back in the game, number 31. Into Connor. To Fisk. 4:51 to go in the third period. Stephanie Fisk with it, 5'5" junior. This is Cotter over to Willard. Back to Cotter, working around. And open and taking the shot is DeVoe, but the rebound comes down to Erskine. And Cunningham takes it, goes behind the back with it, comes across as she comes across the midcourt stripe at the top of the circle. And goes over on the left side, giving it to Hapgood. Hapgood takes it in the corner where she's left alone there, and she goes back to the foul line to Boynton, who drives inside and draws the foul.
That time Boynton got the ball at the foul line, went to drive the lane. And as she drives the lane, DeVoe picks up the blocking foul.
It's only the first foul on DeVoe, but the second team foul on Schenck. Only one team foul on Erskine Academy.
A little bit of confusion here. She will be shooting 2 shots.
At the line, shooting 2, Nikki Boynton.
Boynton in the act of shooting. They say she is in the act of shooting, so she'll have a chance to narrow the lead a bit. It's 52-26. And aims that way. Carter goes up and draws the foul from Raven over the back.
And that's going to be 4 on Raven. Again, position Stephanie Carter inside. She's a quick person on the inside. She gets that good position, and Raven came over the back. Coming in the game for Erskine Academy is number 20, Mary Adams.
Okay, Carter with it. Breaks the press, comes into forecourt, and hands off to Fisk. Stephanie Fisk on the left side, stops and looks the other way to Mankowski. They know they can't leave her open now, and a foul on Bonstein.
Bonstein pushing off. Right now you can see Schenck is just that much quicker than them. They're having to reach in. They're not able to play them with their feet. Play defense with your feet. You can see her pushing off a little bit here, and as the pass comes into Carter, she comes over the top. Scank's going to inbound the ball underneath their own basket.
Bonstein has had to shoulder up a big load at both ends of the court, both on offense and defense, and that may be a telling factor. But she's played a good game, and she's a big scorer and a big asset for Erskine Academy, has been all season. And there she gets a nice block. Knocks the ball out of bounds, but last touch by Erskine, they're saying. And the fans from Erskine are terribly happy with that one. And it comes to Cotter, but knocked away by Bonson. Good hustle that time by Bonson.
Well, the fans were upset about some contact, incidental contact. Both players were going for the ball. No foul there. Oh, nice backdoor play.
Mankowski left her alone. She came around the back and put it off the glass. 54-26. Cunningham with it at the other end. To Hapgood, looking inside, goes in the lane. Now passes over, intended for Bonsen. She picks it up at the corner and gets it back out to Cunningham. 3:30. Cunningham drives the lane. The rebound coming out, batted around, picked up by Schenck. DeVoe gets it. She travels with it and turns it over the other way.
Rita Floyd getting ready to check into the game. But it's so loud in here right now, Keith. The referees can't hear the buzzer for the substitutes to come in. Willard goes out, and Floyd is in.
So Floyd comes back in. Floyd started the ball game. 5'9" sophomore. And nice shot that time. 54-28. Long down court pass to Mankowski. Goes toward the corner and then brings it back out to Fisk. Into Cotter. She'll take the long one. In and out and rolls off. Bonson, nice rebound. Gives it to Cunningham. Bobby Joe Cunningham had 14 points in the Western Maine final and would like to penetrate some for Erskine, get things going, take some of the pressure off from Bonson. She puts out Boynton, puts up a long, Cunningham puts up a long one. And now Fisk has it for Schenck. Almost goes back court, right along the line. Now she trips and falls. The ball is loose, but picked up by Connor. She's in traffic, double team. Now gets a nice pass out to Fisk. Nice pass outside to Connor. She was bottled up down there and just turned around and fired it right out to the foul line. And Fisk was right there all along.
They really made something out of nothing that time, Keith.
They sure did. Inside and drawing the foul is Hapgood.
Carter that time picked up, I believe that's going to be her second foul.
Three team fouls on each team now. Hapgood gets the first of two up and in. It's 56-29. The Eagles of Erskine Academy their school is located in South China. Students from around the area, China, Windsor area. Hapgood pushes the ball out of bounds.
See him really fighting for the boards underneath that time. That ball tipped 2 or 3 times. And Erskine Academy just not able to get the handle on it.
Floyd will play the ball inbounds. Erskine bringing a lot of pressure, lost out of bounds. Knocked out that time by Nicole Boynton. And so Floyd will play it in to Cotter. She's double teamed, can't get a pass away. Now she does. And traveling violation is called on Fisk. So the pressure is paying off again for Erskine. They can press for a while and maybe in spurts or something, because when they press for any length of time, they seem to get worn down as Schenck begins to break the press. So it pays off that time. And Cunningham goes in the lane, stops, puts it up and in.
She's a real strong player for this Erskine Academy. She's definitely keeping them right in this by running the offense.
A real key player. And now at the other end, Mankowski has it, looking for somebody. Cross-court pass to DeVoe. Back out to Fisk. To Cotter. Jumps in. You can't leave her alone at all.
That's the way to move the ball. They moved it right around the perimeter that time and found Carter open on the baseline as the defense had shifted.
There's good crisp passes, and they find Cotter all alone. And she puts it right up and in. Now this is Bonsan back the other way. Jump shot is up, and it comes down and almost lost out of bounds. It's picked up in the corner.
Nice pass by Hapgood.
Out to Cunningham. 58-32. 1:10 in the third period. A lot of pressure in backcourt. Has Schenck bothered right now. Now it's picked up. It's taken by Boyd. That's really paying off. Now Cunningham goes back inside, and she's fouled by Fisk.
Fisk gets called for the foul out front. You see, she tries to set up, and as she does, she's moving in. Actually, she's taking up a little bit too much space that time. You're entitled to about 3 feet space that time. She was almost in a split to stop the drive that time, and she got called for the trip.
Cunningham goes through traffic and puts it up. It's blocked. Nice block by Cotter, and a foul.
Difficult to see who that was on that time. Carter blocked the shot. We'll see it again.
Could be on Bonsan.
Number 24, Bobby Joe Cunningham.
It's going to be on Cunningham. Nice block by Carter that time. Gets control of the ball. And Cunningham reaches in there with the foul.
Frustrated about the steal and tries to go steal it back and gets the foul. Now Cotter at the other end. It's shot is partially blocked by Bonsan. It goes out of bounds. 44 seconds in the third period, and Don Mankowski will put the ball in play for Schenck. Loops it in and comes to Floyd, but stolen back by Hapgood of Erskine. And she clears to Cunningham. Cunningham down to the foul line. Long one is up and off. Rebound Hapgood. Nice move. Hapgood goes right back to goal.
That time they were able to get the offensive board. Nobody boxed out on that. Hapgood came from the foul line.
So Erskine is making a real bid to get back in here. Really hustling and almost stealing the ball. Only it's lost out of bounds.
Schenck's a little bit out of control right now, having some pressure with having a hard time controlling the pressure that Erskine's putting on him. And Hapgood picks up a reaching foul right there.
Fouling Fisk. So Erskine making a real bid to get back in the ball game.
And Schenck's now in the bonus.
58-35. Schenck was still with a big lead, 23-point lead, but the Eagles are really pressing, and the press is paying off for them right now. Willard coming back in the lineup, and Fisk Carter getting a rest.
You don't see that very often, you know.
Well, they really haven't been able to in some games. And the game between Schenck and Penobscot Valley in the semifinal in That one, Eastern Maine, that one went right to the wire, with Schenck winning at 53-51. Here at halftime, it was Schenck 41, Erskine 23, and now it's 60-35 as they just keep extending the lead here. Bonsan puts it up and in. Nice shot. So it's 60-37.
Really having problems inbounding that ball right now. They're sagging off the person throwing the ball in and double teaming. Usually it's Stephanie Fisk. And now it's over to Mankowski. So at the end of the third quarter, Schenck's up on top, 60-37. And we'll be back to the Augusta Civic Center for the final quarter.
Next time on Nature, the Delta in the desert.
The Kalahari challenges life to defy its sun and wind-dried expanse. Nomadic herds cross and recross a formidable arena. In its midst, they know they'll find a living jewel.
Okavango, Jewel of the Kalahari, Part 2 on Nature.
Sunday evening at 8.
You're watching high school basketball tournament action on the stations of the Maine Public Broadcasting Network, a service of the University of Maine system.
Okay, we're back at the Augusta Civic Center with a score after 3 is Schenck 60 and Erskine 37. In spite of the hustling full-court defense that time, the pressing by Erskine, Schenck outscored Erskine 19-14 in that third period. So Schenck continues to slowly pull away in this game. Bonsan fakes and puts it up and in.
The problem right now is, Keith, they can't just match baskets with Schenck, and that's what's happening. They have been able to put pressure on and cause Schenck to have some turnovers, but they haven't been able to keep them from scoring. You can't go when you're down by 25 and just match baskets. They've got a lot of catching up to do.
They were matching baskets early in the ball game, then Schenck pulled away. The shot is missed by Spearin. Bonsan comes away with it, and now Cunningham will set up the play. So Erskine at the deep hole. They've got to strike quick and often. Half good with it. Inside of Bonsan. Spins around. Semi-hook. Nice move. Only a sophomore. It's 6-1. Outstanding Class C ball player for Erskine Academy.
That was a nice job defensively that time by Nicole Boynton. Came up, set herself, was going to take the charge, and Schenck ended up traveling to avoid it.
And so the Erskine Academy Eagles will put the ball in play. 7 minutes on the clock. And this is Cunningham looking in, like to get him into Bonsan. She does, and she puts it up. So they're getting in there. Now they're pressing. Now they tie her up and a foul.
Cunningham that time trying to take the ball away. Got her on the wrist. Schenck wants a timeout. We're going to see that again. Ball comes into Fisk, and Cunningham reaches from behind. That's going to be her third foul. And Schenck wants a timeout with 6:46 left to go. Again, they're having problems getting the ball inbounds.
Yes, and Erskine's going to have to continue pressing. They have no choice at this point. They've got to continue pressing, and that could be very, very tiring to go at that rate for the entire period. So really all Schenck has got to do is break the press.
Exactly. And come down, and they can afford to just eat some time off the clock right now.
You look at the Erskine cheerleaders and the Eagle, and now somebody's basketball court.
It's in the Schenck huddle right there. Looks like he's setting something up possibly for the inbounds play, as that's where they're having the biggest problems right now. The other thing that Erskine Academy is doing well right now is they're able to trap them at the half court. We saw that nice defensive play by Boynton just a moment ago. As Schenck does turn the ball over, Erskine is going to have to capitalize on that. They're going to have to score off those turnovers to try to get back into this.
And with play resuming, Stephanie Fisk will be on the foul line for the Schenck Wolverines. They lead by 17. Down to Bonsan. She clears it, and Schenck will back off, go back down court, and Cunningham will bring the ball up for the Erskine Academy Eagles. Johnson gets it out to Mary Adams. Johnson gets fouled.
She's got good hands, Keith. That pass is a little bit off. As we see the pass coming in, she kind of taps it up to herself. Fisk reaches in. Bonson's going to go on the line.
Mary Adams is now in the lineup for Erskine. She's a 5'6" junior. Bonson toes the line and fires it and misses the works.
And that may be a little bit of fatigue that time. Very strong girl. You don't very often see an air ball from the foul line.
Tough break for Erskine. Schenck gets it back and ball batted around. Spearin to Fisk. 6:28 in the ball game. Hapgood guarding Fisk. In the corner, Mankowski intended for Potter, knocked away by Bonson. So Bonson still playing good, strong defense. In there, Mankowski looks out, intended for Spearin, goes down the other end of the court, picked up by Cunningham, and tries to go in on the fast break, and she's fouled by Potter.
That's a good defensive play. We have a very good call right here. We have both officials talking over. We have a 5-second violation, and what a lot of fans don't realize is that count continues until the ball is touched inbounds. And as we saw, that was a long pass, was not touched until it was well over half court. I believe the 5-second count expired. The referee's whistle, Mike Webb was calling it down on this end. Nobody could hear the whistle, so the play continued until they were able to, it finally stopped with the foul, but the 5-second call had happened first, so it's going to be Erskine Academy's ball down underneath the Schenck basket.
So Erskine gets the ball on the turnover, and long pass down court, and down to it is Mary Adams, and travel. Adams, the 5'6" junior who came into the game a while ago, number 20 on your screen. 6:17, a lot of time and out of bounds again, but
they really are having problems getting that ball in. Hapgood picked up the foul this time, pushing and going, as we see here, they're trying to get the ball into Fisk. Fisk over talking to Lavasser right now, getting some instructions. She's going on the line for the 1-and-1. And there's a good shot right there of Hapgood picking up her second foul.
So Erskine was whittling the lead down a bit, but now Schenck begins to connect again. 61-43, and Fisk makes it 60, still 61. Rebound coming down to Spearin, tied up by Cunningham. And the arrow goes to the Schenck basket.
Spearin that time probably should have tried to dribble out of there. She held the ball and allowed the defense to collapse on her. They got the ball back on the alternating possession.
Carter with it. Mankowski out to Fisk, looking inside, guarded by Hapgood. 6:07. Knocked away by Mary Adams. So Mankowski will put the ball in play along the sideline and gets it into Carter. Back to Mankowski. Out deep to Fisk. 6 minutes to go. 61-43. She almost holds the ball too long, and now she throws it away.
Saw her get in trouble right there, Keith, because she used to dribble for no reason. 2 times you want to dribble either to make a better pass or a better shot. She had used a habit that a lot of players have. She put the ball on the floor and killed her dribble.
Hapgood with it in the corner. Adams. Bonsan misses the mark, and the rebound comes away to Mankowski, and she clears it to Fisk. Now she's met at midcourt by Boynton. Now Carter, and Spearin is almost tied up.
Again,
now
we saw that one dribble.
And takes steps. So the pressure, the double teaming paid off that time and caused the turnover by Schenck. Cunningham, a real strong guard, coming back with it to set something up for Erskine. Number 24, she'll take the shot. High off the rim, the rebound to Schenck. Carter with it, long pass down court, but she travels in backcourt. Carter traveling as she tried to key the outlet pass and get a little too anxious to get the fast break going that time.
Both teams right now running a little bit ragged, a lot of turnovers. We just saw Coach Lavasser yelling over to the scorer's table to find out how many timeouts he had left. He may be thinking about taking one. He's got 2 left. And so as they they continue to turn the ball over, I'm sure we'll see him calming his troops down.
These two girls teams have done a lot of running out there on the court this evening in the state Class C final, coming down to the crowning of another championship team this evening. 2 more to go. Tipped away, and Bonsan has it. 4:50 in this one. Schenck with a real commanding lead, 61-43. Tap good, and she may have traveled.
No, it's going to be a foul.
Foul.
That foul's on Mankowski as Hapgood went through the lane. I believe it should be a 1-and-1 as she was passing the ball off to Bonson.
Foul number 3.
She starts down, and Schenck is going to take a timeout now. We see it should be called on the pass. We'll have to wait to see when we come back out if that's going to be a 1-and-1.
We're checking the scores. We're checking as well, and when time is in, we'll find out. We hope you'll stay tuned for more basketball this evening as more champions continue to be crowned. Steve Lavasser talking with his Schenck team.
You can read his lips. He's saying, we're up. We don't need to foul. We don't need to turn the ball over. Let's hold on to this lead and get the gold ball.
And at the other end, can you read Pete Macklin's lips?
I think it's score, score, score. They need the ball, and they need it quickly. They can't allow Schenck to come down and score. Basically, the defense has to be stepped up, and they're going to have a lot of turnovers and score off of them. They'll have a chance right here to start on the line. We'll see if that is going to be a 1-and-1.
Well, a fine effort by Erskine Academy this evening, but that lead is a real big one to overcome at this time, 61-43. She is on for 1-and-1. Foul before the shot. Hapgood makes the front end. Closes the gap a bit. Hapgood, second shot. High off the rim. Bonsan tries to go back with it. Partially blocked. Goes up to get it in.
That will help right there. Boy, she just saw him go. Gets him all over her arm. Still got the shot off.
She took another player up with her that time and shook loose and fired the ball right off the glass.
That's Mankowski's 4th foul. See Mankowski on the outside of your screen as she goes up. She's on her arm. And on to the possible 3-point play. And now it's a 14-point ball game.
61-47. Mankowski's only 5'3", and Bonsan 6'1", so tough to work against her now. Cotter is tied up by Boynton, and the arrow is pointing toward the Erskine basket.
She came close to traveling on that one. When she did get control of the dribble, she turned around and ran right into the Erskine Academy player and was tied up.
Bonsan runs into Mankowski. Aspirin. Let's see who they're calling the foul on this time. Maybe on Bonsan.
It looks like that is going to be on Bonsan, so we're going to go for the 1-and-1 on the other end. One thing that Schenck has been able to do is that when they have been put on the line, they are a very good foul shooting team. And that has helped them to maintain many of the leads that we've seen.
Bonsan turned around, and Aspirin was right there, and she just couldn't avoid her. And just Bonsan trying to move inside, just ran over Aspirin. Aspirin's on the line for Schenck, and the lead is now up again to 15. Plenty of time if Erskine really begins to rally here. Schenck had built up a big lead, and now Erskine is slowly chipping away at it. But it's back now to 15, 62-47. Cunningham, Adams, bounces the ball. Back out to Hapgood. Fakes, goes inside to Bonson, spins around. Taking a look, pulled by Connor. Good defensive move that time by Schenck. This is Chris running hard. Mankowski's not open. Carter moves in the lane, puts it up and off. Rebound tipped high. Carter with a rebound, fakes, goes up and off. Rebound is up and in on board.
Boy, she hangs up in there, Keith. Stayed with a shot that time. She got hammered. The ball went. Carter gets a lot of contact in there. Floyd stays with it. Got pushed from behind by Hapgood. Hapgood picks up her 3rd foul.
Again, Floyd is a real asset coming off the bench for the Schenck Wolverines and doing an outstanding job. She's done a great job throughout the Eastern Maine tournament, coming off the bench and pouring in the points for the Wolverines. 64-47 now. Adams with it. In the corner of Cunningham, goes inside, stops, puts it up and off, and the rebound goes high. Bonsack. Now Carter clears it to Fisk. Pressure in backcourt. Fisk, long pass down court to Floyd. Double, triple team, then foul by Cunningham.
So we're going to see Rita Floyd on the line again as two Erskine Academy substitutes get ready to check in. Number 21 checking in is Deanne Willoughby, as well as number 14, Andrea Jones. Jones a sophomore at 5'9", and Willoughby a sophomore at 5'6".
Fisk gone for 1 and 1.
Bonsack is out of the game right now on the bench. We see Rita Floyd getting ready. And another sub checking in, number 32 for Erskine. That's Tara Adams, a 5'10" freshman. So it looks like...
It's like Coach Macklin wants to give everybody a chance to get into this state final, something to remember, being in a state final basketball game. Maybe he figures at this point an 19-point lead is nearly insurmountable, and he wants everybody to get a chance to play in this ball game.
Well, it's insurmountable when Schenck keeps coming down and scoring on the one-and-one. And when you have somebody like Stephanie Carter rejecting his shots, here comes Spearin on the other end.
Now maybe Steve Lemaster will think about clearing his bench with a 21-point lead.
He just made the move right there to get another sub in.
Rebound comes down to Floyd. Floyd runs hard to the other end.
Nice pass.
And Kowski's up and in.
She sees the floor well.
70-47 now. The big 23-point lead with 2:51 to go in the ball game. And Erskine wants a timeout.
Okay, I think you'll see with this timeout many of the subs checking into the ball game, as Schenck has pulled right away with this 70-47 lead. There's 2:46 left to go, and there's no signs right now of Erskine catching up, Keith. They fought hard, but I think the bench strength of Schenck is really too much for him at this point.
Earlier today, the Machias boys had a big win. Eastern Maine Machias 78 and Buckfield 60. Machias led most of the way in that ball game. And this afternoon in Class D, in the girls matchup, Washburn defeated Valley Bingham 51-43. If you look at the Wolverine cheerleaders,
try to pick up the substitutions for you as they come into the ball game. Number 12, Valerie Sedano, is in, and I think we're going to have a lineup here because so many subs are in, so that everybody can figure out who they're playing man to man. They're going to have a lineup, and then the ball will be put back in play.
The benches have just about been cleared. Stephanie Carter is still in there for Schenck, and Willard's still in there. Fisk is still in there, so Skenk's got some starters in there.
Lila Crosby has come in. She's a 5'6" junior.
Shot is up and good that time by Sedano. But they're saying Andrea Jones, number 14, putting it in. So Erskine 70-49. Inside Carter, puts it up and in, and draws the foul.
Going to get a chance to a three-point play. And two more Schenck subs getting ready to check in. Pass comes into Carter. Carter spins. Again, we talk about how quickly she goes up. That was very good. She catches it on the way down. The feet hit, and she goes right back up. She'll be going out after this foul shot as a substitute is waiting to come in for her.
Marcia Adams, number 15, is in. 5'6" senior. More subs. A little Wendy Hopkins in the lineup for Schenck, number 15. Now down the other way, racing down the other way, up and off by Sedano, and Schenck gets the rebound. Wendy Hopkins brings the ball down court on the left-handed dribble. 5'3" junior, and her pass was intended for Courier, almost lost away, gives it back to Hopkins. Hopkins starts to go in the lane. Now to Willard.
Nice backdoor play that time.
Lila Crosby gets the ball and draws the foul.
She's going to come off a screen down low. And more substitutes checking in. We'll try to pick those up. Number 45 coming in, Julie Provenzano. Along with number 35, Christine Bigney. So everybody getting a chance. And Keith, we talked about it before, the scary part is they're all coming back.
Schenck Wolverines will all be back, and Erskine loses a few players, but they'll have people like Bonson back. At 6'1", Andrea Raven is back. Nicole Boynton. Andrea Jones. Not a good, perhaps a nucleus for the future for Erskine Academy. They came into the Western Maine tourney, seeded number 5, and worked their way through the tournament. They have a 17-4 record. Had a real thrilling contest in the Western Maine final, defeating Winthrop in 2 overtimes, 50-44. Now a traveling violation call on Jones, Andrea Jones taking steps. And the Wolverines will put it in play, and getting the ball will be Mary Beth Courier. And she gets it into Hopkins. Hopkins coming down across the midcourt stripe in the lane, losing the ball away and lost out of bounds. Last touch, however, by Erskine.
And Tara Adams broke up that play for Erskine Academy. And so Schenck will inbound it underneath their own basket.
Adams is a tall freshman, a 5'10" freshman, number 32. Now losing the handle on the ball was Provenzano, knocked out of bounds.
Well, she was fouled by Willoughby that time, Deanne Willoughby.
So Julie Provenzano will go on the line for 1 and 1. Provenzano is a junior, 5'3".
Lisa Haskell's now in the ball game for Erskine Academy.
Haskell, number 13, is the sophomore at 5'5". Provenzano pops it in to extend the lead to 25 points, 74-49. 1:33 to go. Provenzano's second shot. In and out. And Erskine coming away with it. Deanne Willoughby, number 21, dribbling the ball. Valerie Sedano. Out to Willoughby. And over on the other side, they go to Andrea Jones. Jones puts it up and off. And the rebound tipped around. The Schenck crowd is chanting in the background, we're number 1. We heard that a while ago, late this afternoon, from the Machias fans. Machias had a big win in Class D. We've got one more Class C final this evening. Should be a good one. Fort Fairfield will go against Old Orchard Beach right after this game.
The Schenck coaches over on the bench now want the fans up on their feet for this one. They're very proud of what their girls have done here.
Up and in that time by Christine Bigney, number 35. Bigney puts it in. So she gets the score in a state championship game. At the other end, a shot misses by Jones. Scramble for on the floor. And a long shot is put up and off by Sedano. Rebound comes down to Erskine. Jones takes another long one-hander off the glass. 41 seconds, 76-51. Everybody getting a chance to play in the state final. Now open at the other end. Mary Beth Courier draws the foul. So Mary Beth Courier will go on the line.
Lisa Vignew coming in now for Erskine Academy.
Sedano picking up the foul. Courier is only a freshman at 5'9".
He's a nice touch that we probably can't pick up on our cameras, but there's some Erskine Academy fans over there with a sign that says, "We have Erskine pride," as they are very proud of what their girls have done to get this far to actually be in the state tournament.
They had an incredible turnout here from the China area. Erskine Academy is located in South China. The kids from the China, Windsor area, many of them attend Erskine Academy. Courier picking up the foul, and on the line is Lisa Haskell on for 1 and 1 with 28 seconds to go in the ball game. Haskell gets points in the state final. The crowd here is swelling, building for the next game between Fort Fairfield and Old Orchard Beach. Boys Class C final. 25 seconds. Schenck with the ball coming down hard now. It's Wendy Hopkins on the dribble. Provenzano. Hopkins will try the right side this time. Now tied up. And the arrow is pointing toward the Schenck basket. Tied up by Sedano. As he tried to work the ball over to the right side. So Schenck will put the ball in play. Provenzano, 6 seconds. You have time to get a shot away. Lost out of bounds. The crowd is counting down the time. It stops on 3 with a whistle. And Erskine will put the ball in play. And Valerie Sedano will put the ball in, tipped high in the air. And the gun goes out. The Wolverine card got on the floor. Wolverine cheerleaders and flying out to congratulate the team.
And the Schenck fans are up now as their Schenck Wolverines bring back their second gold ball in the past 2 years.
Unofficial individual scoring first for Erskine.
A real shot. They have a real shot, Lisa, at winning the state title 3 years in a row. They did it last year when they weren't expected to. They came into the state final after knocking off Foxcroft Academy in a close one, 47-46, and then won the state 57-46 over Livermore Falls. As you watch the Schenck girls cut or take down the net, Stephanie Cotter and Dawn Mankowski.
There's that Ontario 1. Louis Pavanka 1. Christine Bigney 2. Stephanie Fisk 5.
I think one thing that really should be mentioned about this Schenck victory in the state, an all-around team effort. They didn't rely on 1 or 2 players. Everybody came to play, and everybody came to bring back that gold ball. It's always a team effort when you play, but it's very easy to rely on somebody like Stephanie Carter to do the bulk of your scoring. But tonight, everybody came out, and it's a great tribute to that team. They showed that everybody on the team can play. It's just not 1 or 2 players.
So Schenck goes 19-3 as they win the state championship. They came in the Eastern Maine tournament, seeded number 1 at 15-3. And they're now all the way home. And they'll be presented shortly here with a gold ball. One more game to follow this one. Fort Fairfield against Old Orchard Beach. Erskine Academy came in number 5, the Western Maine tournament. And now we're going to the scorers table for the awards. First for Erskine Academy.
3 tough games and many long hours of practice and dedication to the sport of basketball brought these 2 girls basketball teams here tonight. Both the Erskine Academy Eagles and the Schenck High School Wolverines should be congratulated on their outstanding state championship play here tonight. We will start off the awards in girls basketball by asking Coach Pete Macklin and his assistant coach Roland St. Pierre to please come forward. Start the Erskine Academy Awards with their managers, Janice Severance, Beth Kitchen, and Lori Brown. The Erskine Academy team personnel. Freshman Tara Adams. Sophomore Val Sadino. Sophomore Andrea Raven. Sophomore Adria Jones. Sophomore Deanne Willoughby. Sophomore Lisa Haskell. Sophomore Lisa Bigu. Sophomore Nikki Boynton. And sophomore Tina Bonson. Junior Mary Adams. Senior Marsha Adams. Senior Jen Holmes. And the Erskine Academy team captains, Senior Bobby Joe Cunningham. And Senior Becky Hapgood. Would the coach and captains please come forward? The Maine Secondary School Principals Association presents to Erskine Academy this plaque symbolic of the state Class C girls basketball runner-ups for 1988.
And the Erskine fans are up on their feet. Very proud of what their team has done here. They're the Western Maine champs.
Boy, they're getting outstanding support. That's a real and still an enthusiastic crowd giving the
Schenck High
team
School
a big round of
Wolverines,
applause.
the state Class C girls champions for 1988. Their coach, Mr. Steve Lavassa, and his assistant, Scott Lowell, please present the individual awards. Start with the Schenck High School managers, Cindy Rhodes. Nita Floyd. And Kendi Davis. Schenck's team personnel, freshman Cynthia DeVoe.
DeVoe saw a lot of playing time today.
Freshman Mary Beth Courier. Sophomore Julie Willard. Sophomore Rita Floyd. Junior Julie Provenzano. Junior Christine Bigney. Junior Wendy Hopkins. Junior Lila Crosby. Junior Stephanie Fisk. Junior Lori Spearin.
Spearin, who had her best game of the tournament. Did an outstanding job.
Schenck High School team captains, Junior Dawn Mankowski. And Junior Stephanie Carter.
There's the two leaders, Mankowski and Carter. Really came through for them.
And two juniors.
Will the coaches and captains please come forward. The Maine Secondary School Principals Association presents to Schenck High School this gold basketball and game ball, symbolic of the state Class C champions for 1988.
Very difficult to repeat, Keith, but when you get the kind of talent that they have, you have to wonder about next year already.
Well, they will be expected. They will be favored and expected to repeat with everybody back. I mean, they did it last year. They weren't expected to do it. They come back in here and do it again and are expected to do it next year, returning everybody. We'll be back in a moment.
Production and broadcast of the high school B, C, and D basketball tournament games on MPBN are made possible in part by grants from R.H. Foster Incorporated, with locations in Machias, Hamden, Lisbon, and Caribou, mobile distributors throughout Maine. McDonald's Restaurants, Casco Northern Bank, N.H. Bragg & Sons, distributors of automotive parts, industrial and welding supplies with 6 Bragg's parts stores around the state. And Machias Savings Bank, the total service bank of Sunrise County.
Okay, back at the Augusta Civic Center where the Wolverines continue to celebrate their state championship victory over Erskine Academy. You know, we mentioned that we expect Schenck to be good again next year, obviously with everybody back. But they'll say, how can they miss? They should be back in state final again. The fact is that while all the Schenck players are back, Bonson is back for Erskine, and Boynton is also only a sophomore. So who knows? We could see we could see a rematch of these two teams next year in this state final if Erskine can come up with some newcomers to add to the strength of Bonson and Boynton. They have a pretty good nucleus for next year. Raven is back, and many of the other subs. Mary Adams. They do lose Hapgood, Holmes, and Cunningham, but they might be right back in the thick of it in Western Maine again next year.
Yes, and for Schenck, very difficult to repeat as #1, as they'll tell you. It's much harder this year to come back and everybody expects you to win. It's very difficult to do that.
Everybody will be trying to figure out how to knock you off the giant off the hill, or
exactly.
King off the hill.
I'm going to go to Bill McManus now with Coach Steve Labasser.
Thank you, Lisa, very much. Steve, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The first comment I heard Keith and Lisa saying is, what are they going to do to knock the king of the hill off? It's going to be the queen of the hills. Excellent job. All-around team effort.
Oh, we got a great bunch of young ladies there. We went inside to Carter. She hit a couple. We go back out to Spearin and Mankowski. They hit a couple. We get the ball off the boards. We ran it. I just thought we just put in a whole team game until the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. We kind of started thinking about things, went a little erratic, then we finally put it back together again.
Steven, in watching the game, which one of the girls played a game that you didn't expect?
I think the Spearin girl kind of came out and shot real well for us, and she either is on or she's not, and she was on tonight. I think she helped things out for us.
Erskine played well for being a young ball club with a big girl there.
Two young teams, and they both played well. I think we just kind of ran a little bit better than they did, and I think our shooting percentage probably was a little bit better.
77 points for a girls' game is a lot of offensive power.
Well, we've been averaging in the 60s this year. We've had one game in the 80s and a few in the 70s, so it's not really uncommon to see us score that many, but it's uncommon to see girls basketball like that.
Well, Steve, on behalf of MPBN Television, we'd like to present you with this videotape of tonight's game. You can take it back to Schenck High School. Hey, and have an awful lot of fun. That gold ball looks real nice, doesn't it?
Thank you very much.
Okay, Steve. Lisa, Keith?
Okay, we're going to take a look at the scoring For Erskine Academy, they were led by Tina Bonson. She had 22 points, followed by Bobby Jo Cunningham, the senior, with 10. Becky Hapgood, also a senior, had 8 points. Andrea Jones had 4. Nicole Boynton had 3. Andrea Raven with 2. And Linda Haskell had a foul shot for 1 point. Their total 52 points. On the Schenck side, they had 4 players in double figures, led by Stephanie Carter with 23 points. Dawn Mankowski had 20. Lori Spearing had 14, and that was the player that Coach Lavassa was talking about. She came out on fire. She had 14. Rita Floyd, the super sub off the bench, had 10. They were followed by Stephanie Fisk with 5. Christine Bigney with 2. And Mary Beth Courier had 1, as did Julie Provenzano to round out their scoring at 77 points. As we hear the crowds are up and ready for this next game to crown the Class C state championship for the boys.
So while Carter and Bonsan were both below their tournament average, they did come up with outstanding outputs. Bonsan coming up with 22, and Carter 1 more at 23. And Bonsan averaged 28 points per game in the Western Maine tourney, and she tied a record by scoring 84 points in the entire Western Maine tourney. Of course, Stephanie Carter set a record in Eastern Maine with 46 points in the final game. So we saw 2 record-setting ball players, and we're going to see them go head-to-head again next year. Maybe not head-to-head, but we're going to see them have outstanding seasons. We're going to say goodbye for now. Schenck has won the state final here over Erskine, 77-52.